Social media. A beautiful place full of nice sunsets, big biceps, nice asses, and a bit of realistic things. However, there are a lot of fake stuff, which unfortunately it has become a part of the truth, as ironic as that sounds. All these things have altered our perception of what we should look like, how we should behave, how we should look like, and how we actually get to that point. So, in today's video, I'm gonna use myself as an example and show you how people can fake it. And it is much more common than you actually think. Especially when it comes to fitness, nowadays people fake it in order to make it. And what do I mean by that? Pictures, enhancements. They want to look great. Why? In order to sell you programs and in order to sell you products that you probably, maybe, you won't need. Do I see any issues with that? No, I don't. I don't see any issues with making money. Actually, I love money. You love money. Everybody loves money. But one thing that I like is making money honestly. So that is something that I want to talk about today. Deceiving people into buying your stuff just so they can maybe look like you, I don't think it's right. So today we are going to be tackling this issue from a different perspective and a different angle. Probably you are not going to expect this. So today I'm exposing myself, guilty as charged. Not in the way you're thinking. However, I'm gonna give you personal examples and what really goes on behind the scenes in order for you to better understand what really goes down behind the scenes when it comes to the fitness industry and the extent to which people go in order to amplify their social media. I'm gonna show you a behind the scenes of how changes can be made, but these subtle changes make such a big difference. And it's crazy. I had no idea until I actually booked myself a professional fitness photo shoot. So obviously, as a fitness coach, the way I look is very important. As carnal and narcissistic as that sounds, it is essential. Why? Marketing, imagery, and also walking the talk. It's very, very, very important. Here's a photo I recently posted up on my Instagram, and I'm gonna share with you guys what I did in preparation for this photo shoot. Now, I'm not discrediting. Hard work, dedication, years of training, and consistency are a big component of this. However, there are some tricks up my sleeve that you can use in order to get the utmost from your photo shoot. Take note of the following tips. Get a workout in and pump it up, okay? So before I actually had the photo shoot, I spent 15 minutes pumping it up with bands, light weights, and just doing reps of 15, 20, 25, and 30 just to get the blood flowing, and automatically that will make you look bigger in a picture. Also, I carbed up prior to the photo shoot. So in the morning, I ate carbs. After my workout, I ate also simple carbs. Why? Because the body will absorb the simple sugars and glycogen is stored in the muscles, so they will automatically look fuller. The angles, the shadows, they make a huge difference. You have absolutely no idea what a huge difference they make. Just a single different angle would make you look twice as big as you actually are. And this is something photographers have up their sleeve, and this is something that my photographer told me in order to get the utmost of the picture. So keep that in mind as well. Flexing, yes, this is also something which is really, really important. When I was taking the pictures, even though I look relaxed, I was still flexing. So for example, when I was holding my sides, even though I'm flexing, as you can see on my left, okay, I am still looking relaxed. So I am flexing the muscles that I really want to see pop up in the pictures. And also, you choose one picture out of 100. So if I had to show you all the pictures, I think I took about more than 300 pictures in reality. And you actually choose one picture that will be posted on the social media platform. So you always choose the best, obviously. These are just a couple of things that happen behind the scenes. And as I said, they make a huge difference that will impact the way the picture will be taken. Apart from feeling good and looking good in the picture and you're like, holy moly, I look huge. these are the things that are necessary in order to get that final result. Now, I am by no means lean in this picture, so my body fat percentage is probably more than 15%. And if I was actually leaner, I would have looked bigger. Why? Because there is less space between the skin and the muscle. There's a smaller layer of fat between the actual muscle and the skin. So when the skin is tight to the muscle, you can actually see veins, and that will automatically make you look bigger in pictures. The reason why I didn't want to lean down is that I am currently happy with my body fat percentage. I feel stronger, I feel much better, and my lifts are going up, so I'm happy with that. Even though the photographer told me to lean down even more, I was like, yeah, no, I prefer it to be like legit and real the way it is and the way I'm actually currently and happy. Anyway, so what happens next? After you take 1 trillion photos, you choose the best one with the photographer. Now the photographer will know which ones they should edit and which photo is most likely easier to be edited than the others because of angles, light, shadowing, and whatnot. And this is the crucial part. This is the part where all the manipulation goes on. I can literally make myself look like Mike O'Hearn, just with a single photo. And it's so easy to manipulate the angles, edit the size of the muscles, and even the facial expressions. It's very, very, very easy to make nowadays. You can make it from your own flipping phone, let alone the adjustments a professional photographer can make. And I'm pretty sure a lot of companies do this. Why? Because it's marketing. So guys, when you see something online and you plan to purchase it, keep in mind that there is a high percentage of marketing involved. Okay, it's very, very, very important. Why? Because when you try to buy a program just to look like someone, you don't know the whole picture. You know the picture that you see in front of you, but you don't know what goes behind it. So keep all the tips that I gave you before in mind. All these are done just to get one single good picture. Let me expose myself, shall we? First picture is the before, the second one is the after. So take your time and spot the difference. Let's go.
1 hour later.
You still haven't done it? No worries, I'll help you. Let's look at the picture where there are the round red circles. The first one is the pole behind my head. It's not essential for me to actually look bigger. However, it does make a difference. It actually captures your attention, so it's so easy to remove and you have no idea that it is literally gone. The second point I want you to notice are the pimples. The pimples I have on my face. They're not that obvious. However, in the big spectrum, they actually make a big difference. Why? Because in the after picture, my skin looks as smooth as it gets. Is it the realistic skin? No, it's not. However, it's you can see the before and the after. The difference is not that big, but in the large scheme of things, as soon as you look at the picture and you look at it, you're like, boom, you look at it holistically, it does make a difference. Let's move on to the third point. It's the red line I have exactly on my chest. That was because of a tight bag. My skin is relatively sensitive, so it left a mark. As you can see in the after photo, it's not there. So there is no mark on the after photo. Doesn't make a difference when it comes to size. Not essentially. However, it makes a visual difference. In the after picture, it is more visually striking. And it's not going to take away the attention from the shoulders and the triceps and the biceps. And that line is not there. So that is also another part of the editing that goes in after the photo shoot. The fourth point is, look at the shadows that I have under my arm. Notice the difference between the before and after. In the before, the shadows are the natural way. In the after, they are darkened. Why? That makes the contrast between the biceps and the lats even bigger. The next spot I want you to look at is on the forearm. So over here, I actually have another, what the hell is that? Looks like a scar and a pimple, whatever. Obviously, for the after photo, it was removed. Why? Because visually, the photographer wants you to look at the whole picture, not just at that point. Because if you had to look at the before, immediately you would notice the pimple, which is the first thing you would notice, and also the line on the chest. Now, something that I also want to point out about the before picture is the angle at which it was taken. It was taken, the elbow was not like this. The elbow was actually closer to the camera. What does that do? It gives the optical illusion of the arm being bigger. Does it look big? Yes. Is it the same size like it is in reality? Yes, but in the picture, proportionately, the arm is closer to the lens. When something is closer to the lens, it is automatically going to look bigger. And this is so common on social media. When you see bodybuilders, when you see fitness models, when you see people who are into fitness and who are into looking good, taking pictures, they try to out-angle each other. So instead of staying literally straight, they actually take a picture like this. So they're actually much bigger and they flex and you have no idea that they are flexing. You can flex when you are relaxed, and it's so easy. Guys, those are a couple of things that I wanted to explain to you by exposing myself. These little details alter the way a human looks. So it's very, very, very important. Keep that in mind when you see pictures and when you put expectations on yourself. Keep the expectations realistic. Everybody edits their pictures, whether it's filter, whether it's shadows, like for example in my case, every time there is something that is edited. Have realistic expectations. Very, 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 very important. Take home message, guys. Work hard, be consistent, have realistic expectations, move at your own pace, and always aim to be a better version of you. You are your own competition. Thank you very much, guys, for watching the video. I truly appreciate the support I am getting. If you're interested in what happens to me on a day-to-day life, follow me on Instagram. I post daily on my stories at Kurtxibi, Kurtxibi. Also, you can listen to my podcast From Fat to Fit, which is on Spotify and on all the podcast platforms. If you're interested in coaching, fat loss, building muscle, or any other form of fitness-related goals, I have a link in my description on my Instagram at Kurtxibi, Kurtxibi. Send me a DM, fill in the application form, and we can get started. Guys, thank you once again for watching. Much appreciated. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Very important. It will help the algorithm. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Keep your eyes open, and I'll see you next time. Stay strong.